for you guys. You need to bail. Oh, maybe you're gonna... No. The back cap was not guaranteed.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
You were basically screwed no matter what you did, but meeting a scout there isn't gonna help. You guys are just... I mean, the overlying theme of this is you guys just aren't aware of where people are. See, like right there. You're just... You don't know where the rest of your team is, so you get killed a lot. Everyone on the team gets killed a lot. You get stuck behind a lot. Your Uber pops are really weird. It's like you don't understand what the foundations of pushing are. Like, so I'll go over... I mean, I'll go over some of that stuff and how you can fix it when we get there. Alright, so you're going to try and dry push this again. They also have a sniper, so, and you get a pick. He's gone pyro. Not a big deal, really. You do lose 2 to a sticky trap, or something like that. Dread's doing a really good job. There you go. So now it's 3 to 4. And we'll watch what happens on mid. Dread goes window, they do not. Your scout rightly rushes their demo immediately and kills him. You guys pretty much have automatically won this mid. The med dies as well. Now that their med's dead, everyone should just play around you in a group. You had to drop down, it was a little too hot, that's not so bad. Alright, so you win. Now this is one of those situations where you can push up. Oh dear. Yeah, you need your team to stay with you. That was a failure on that soldier's part to just run ahead and let you die, because you guys would have won that round automatically, more or less, had you not died. And that's not your fault. Somebody has to be with you, and it's, you know, medic only runs so fast. Dread's pushed up way in here, and nobody else is even with him, so that's, you know, that's another indicator of your guys' pushing problems. You need to be building Uber. You have advantage, but you're wasting it. See, they're building hard. They're going to catch up to you. And you're going to think that you have Uber advantage. Now that, yeah, they're catching up. So you guys had a solid advantage, and they're going to actually get it the same exact moment as you, because you chose not to build for whatever reason. And now you're going to do another dry push against an Uber. Given they have a sniper, so that is a very silly thing. You need to get the heck out of here. Oh my goodness. Okay. I'm glad that that didn't work. So your team did a good job. I really do like having pockets go down onto the point like that. But that's, you know, that's not really something for you to do as the med, because you're just throwing your life away at that point. And you never know when a push might go sour. So we're at the last mid. They lose a scout right away, so that's, you know, a big point in your favor. The soldier bomb did nothing, you win mid. Yep. Just stay in a tight group. They don't have a med, so they're trying to get yours. You're fine. Don't fall in the valley. It may have been an accident, but just you got to stay up there because you never know when some guy's going to be running around down here.
Alert. The control point is being contested.
I also don't like going flank because there's some pretty great hiding spots, particularly here, that they can get in and out of. I would encourage you to go around choke and then go to trash. It'll keep you safe from any sort of nonsensical plays. Now you have super premium Uber, so you need to take 2 to 3 people through with this Uber. If you guys don't hurry, you're gonna let them get Uber again. They also, you know, they have a pyro, so you have to bring a scout. Like, what are you guys wasting so much time over? And you're gonna push a soldier into the pyro that they just showed you was there. You know, you just can't do this stuff. And Anthony schools the pyro on how to play pyro. You guys should get it though. I have literally no idea why that last hold last push was successful. So I'm gonna put on a little video to have in the background, and we'll have a chat. So I'm gonna talk about some general things that you guys could improve on, and to have something going on while I jabber. We're gonna have an old demo of Harblue. So just to oh, we gotta speed the demo up, don't we? So a few things to go over. You need to get to your demo if he goes left a lot quicker than you are. It doesn't matter if you have to take damage to get to him. You have to get to him, or you may as well just not go. 2, your team needs to slow down and realize that if nobody, you need to treat it each map area. So like this is 2, that's inside. Don't go inside unless you have people with you and everyone else is prepared to go in. Slow down, take your time, because the biggest issue you guys were having was that people would be like, oh, I think I'll go to mid now. And then they would die, and that would precipitate more and more and more deaths, and then you would get caught out as you were trying to fall out, more or less. So, also, another thing that you guys really need to work on are your last pushes. Like, you're pushing in, you're not building Uber, you're not getting picks first, you're not running off classes. Like, you guys did beat that team and you did win, but that, I don't know how that happened. So, and I think it may just be a symptom that you guys were better at clicking on people than them, but that against a team better than them, you're just not going to be able to do that. If you know that they've got Uber, you have to run an off class, you got to get a pick, you don't push into pyros without leading a scout in first, etc., etc. You're solo Ubering too much when you don't need to. And so when you would want to solo Uber is when you would want to go Uber v Uber. And I understand maybe that's what you were trying to do with your pocket there against a pyro, but you just can't do that. They want you to push into that pyro for a reason, so don't do it. Go the other way. Find other ways to get in that will avoid and thus negate the pyro. So, that kind of stuff. I have a Snakewater video up that you guys should watch. It gives you ideas about how to behave on last pushes. It's specific to Snakewater, but it works, it's universal for every map, pretty much. I mean, some of the strats will vary here and there, but it'll give you a better sense of how you ought to be pushing last. Um, Other than that, I think I addressed it through get yourself a kill bind so that if you're stuck behind, you can kill yourself. I know you guys won that round, but that was like by sheer and utter luck that your 3 guys were able to stop their 6 guys from outcapping you. I have no idea how both your scouts got behind like that. If you get trapped behind, you have to find a way to die quickly. And I think I address everything throughout. Feel free to submit more demos, or if you would like something explained in more detail, just post it in the comments or in the thread, and I can type something out to you. You guys have potential. Dreadnought did some really good stuff. Anthony did some really good stuff. Mocha did some really good stuff. But there are just times where it's not the way it should be, and like you guys need to give yourselves the best chance to succeed that you can. So, hope you enjoyed. Hope you learned. So I'll see you next.